先生，請給我這水吧。讓我們培養聆聽與陪伴嘅藝術。一名參與蛙艇比賽嘅青年喺汪洋嘅大海裏邊迷途啦，冇辦法揾返去回程嘅路線。然而佢拎起咗船槳，開始好努力咁繼續爬。經過數小時嘅亂闖，飽受住烈日嘅煎熬同埋缺水，佢開始冇氣力啦。呢個年青人失去咗衝勁，倒卧喺自己嘅艇上邊。大型嘅貨櫃船以及巨型嘅郵輪正以高速咁樣喺海上面航行。年青人亦都叫喊水啊！大海嘅聲線微弱到好難聽得到。一艘郵輪正要載住一班出名嘅醫生同埋科學家經過，佢哋充滿咗同情心同埋人道精神，向呢個青年人解釋 H2O 嘅神奇之處，以及佢嘅身體每一日需要最少2公升嘅食水㗎。一名熱心嘅牧者從一艘軍艦落嚟，向呢個年青人講咗一篇道理，並表示佢嘅渴求係合理嘅。同時佢話佢咁渴求嘅水應該令到佢係諗到一啲更加高尚、更加重要嘅事情。一個時髦開朗嘅男士從一艘遊艇落嚟，攞咗一支烈酒，並好肯定咁樣認為呢支烈酒比水更加好。畢竟佢哋都係俾大水所包圍啊！佢哋每個人都各自喺自己嘅船上面駛過，機動小船以及遊艇都以高速咁樣喺海上面航行。呢位年輕人依然倒卧喺佢迷途嘅船上邊，以微弱嘅聲音話：水啊！
Mi queridísima familia salesiana, como todos los años, tengo esta oportunidad.
My dear Salesian family members, like every year, I have the opportunity to address you all on the Strena. This year, a theme suggested to me by Pope Francis, who, for the Synod of Bishops, wanted the title Youth, Faith and Vocational Discernment. In the many trips of this year, I met thousands and thousands of young people from all over the world and from different cultures. In them, I was able to feel their desire to live, to grow, to be ready to give the best they have. And at the same time, I saw young people who felt insecure, who really needed us. They need adults who are able to walk with them. Of adults who naturally know how to take on their responsibilities, feel responsible for that path, and importantly, from that moment, feel they must be absolutely credible and be able to give testimony that is authentic. This is what this particular Strena is about.
En la vida de todos nosotros y de toda persona,
in the life of us all, in each person, there are encounters that deeply touch our existence, our being. The same thing happened to the Samaritan woman who finds herself by chance with Jesus, with the Lord. That encounter transforms her life. In fact, the Samaritan could be an authentic icon, a model of how we can meet and walk together in the path of life. Each meeting begins with understanding and listening. Jesus is a person who seeks the good of the other person, of his interlocutor, he creates a personal relationship and does not give a moral judgment of disapproval or reproach to the woman of Samaria. Instead of accusing, he speaks with her and makes proposals, and his language, his words, go straight to the heart of the person he speaks to. In a dialogue, especially in this case with the woman of Samaria, Jesus proceeds calmly, without haste, awakening in her little by little that interest in gaining access to a source of water for a special, different, better life.
Mejor. Ese interés
This interest in dialogue with Jesus is growing until she says, "Lord, give me this water."
y es ahí donde el Señor,
Thus the Lord, an expert in humanity, accompanies people's journey,
conoce su interioridad,
knows their interiority, understands their rhythms, their processes.
Sucede lo mismo con
The same thing happens with the young people in our time.
Papa Francisco,
As Pope Francis says,
despierta
the Lord awakens a wonderful charm in many young people.
y esto tiene tanto que ver
And this has a lot to do with two elements,
y con la llamada
with faith and with the call that God makes to each of them,
a cada una
each boy or girl.
una llamada que es
A call that is an invitation to live the joy of the vocation in love.
en el amor. Pero sabemos que esto no siempre es así.
But we know that this is not always the case,
Tienen las oportunidades
and our young people do not always have the opportunity and the chance to be accompanied in this way.
nos interpela
This reality challenges us and tells us what we can do as educators and evangelizers.
son múltiples las propuestas que sugieren.
There are many proposals that have emerged. I list only a few. We must continue to walk with young people, with families, with those who need to be accompanied,
Porque
because the moment is favorable,
porque
because there are many young people who want to do something beautiful with their lives.
quieren crecer, quieren soñar.
They want to grow, they want to dream,
Tenemos que tener
they want to give the
la
best
capacidad
of what they have.
para dejar que
We must be able to accompany them, to let God Himself
quienes hagan
work in
crecer
them,
en lo profundo
to make them grow deep in their hearts,
estamos al lado.
knowing that we are next to them, that we must not interfere, but we are ready to offer a testimony, as I have already said, that it is truly credible, an authentic testimony of faith and of great human, ethical, and moral quality.
Y moral. Como educadores, educadoras, familia salesiana en todo el mundo,
As
no podemos
educators,
permitir que la historia
my dear Salesian family present throughout the world, we cannot, as we've seen, allow the story to end.
tipo de respuesta.
We must give other kinds of
Que
answers.
viene muy connatural
It is something that comes naturally to us, born of the essence of the Salesian charism we have received from Don Bosco.
Don Bosco tuvo
Don
unos
Bosco had some
acompañantes,
exceptional traveling companions.
la gran acompañante,
The great companion of his human and spiritual journey was his beloved mother, Mamma Margherita.
sabemos también, y él
We also know, and he himself tells us,
significatividad que tuvo
of the significance of Father Calosso
también su amigo Luis
and his friend Luigi Comollo,
y en Don
and also Father Cafasso, who accompanied him and prepared him for pastoral life.
todo esto
It was all this that allowed Don Bosco
toda una
to have great wealth to share with his children.
con sus muchachos. Y es por eso
And this is why Don Bosco is a pastor and educator who is responsible for creating an educational environment that is attractive, full of educational proposals, beautiful human relationships. Don Bosco is a great spiritual companion for us. Don Bosco always tries to ensure that the climate of mutual knowledge, trust, friendship and spiritual paternity is found here, with his children, a consequence and the mature fruit of educational paternity.
tenemos que ser capaces
We must be able to accompany and give answers to those who have all this thirst and ask us for that water in such a way that we are able, with the Samaritan woman, to bring them closer to the encounter with Jesus.
呢個看似係一個緩慢而殘酷嘅苦痛，然而一艘古舊嘅小船慢慢咁駛近，船上面再有其他嘅青年人。佢哋聆聽佢，佢哋紓解咗佢嘅口渴，醫治咗佢嘅傷處，最後一齊抵達一個安全嘅港口。
y termino el aguinaldo de este año.
And I end this year's Strenna by asking myself what the Samaritan woman would say if she took us by the hand and accompanied us to the encounter with Jesus after the experience she had.
Nos invitaría a estar siempre abiertos al don que nos viene de Dios.
She would invite us to be always open to the gift that comes from God. She would say to us, "You must accompany each other." And just as one is able to learn from Jesus, to be more human, she would undoubtedly invite us to continue to grow in this experience of humanity.
Mi querida familia salesiana,
My dear Salesian family, my brothers and sisters, friends all, this simple presentation of this year's Strenna ends here. That all this may lead us to say, from the depths of ourselves, even today, Lord, give me this water. See you soon.